Alright, so this is project log for, I actually don't know what to call this, laundry? Yeah, it's cloth hangers, but what do you call laundry hangers? Sure, why not? Okay, so this is project log for the laundry hangers. It's, kind of an extension of 3D printed comfort. But basically, you have 2 points or 2 nodes here, 2 anchors that connect a rubber band line, which is, I don't have it here at the moment, I don't seem to have it, but it's basically a stretchy rubber band, and I connect that side and I connect this side, and I can hang laundry on it. Now, I've been developing this for, I think, about a day now. So this was the initial idea. It was just a simple hanger. It goes on the bed frame. Now the problem with this design is, well, it doesn't like to stay on the bed frame. You know how there's, how would you say it? A delayed force that pushes this block upward when, you touch the tension on the spring, or not spring, tension on the line. So let's say we have a line like this, and since it's springy, if I, apply a strong enough force downward and then let go, there's going to be a jolt, and that jolt sometimes would release this or fling this off of the bed frame, and that's a problem because then we have hard 3D printed pieces flying around, hitting people with strong tension. So that's a problem. Now, it didn't happen, obviously, because I'm still during the prototyping phase and I'm not selling these yet. But it could have happened. So my second design was this. It's very simple. It uses the fact that I can make clips for the bed frames. There's this kind of, if you see up there, there's a kind of a cutout of sorts, on the bottom side of the bed frame. So I designed this bottom clip part so that it can clip onto the bed frame, and that way it won't, jolt and release itself. And it actually works pretty well. Let me show you up here. The reason I started making this is because me and my roommate do a lot of workouts in school, and we had to dry our clothes before we could get them to the laundry machine, because if you don't dry your clothes before you, get them wet, or not get them wet, before you go to the laundry, then what happens is, even if you use a lot of Kleenex, it'll still stink because the sweat's kind of jammed into the fabric. So our initial solutions were these kendo blades. You can see how they're kind of parallel to each other and stuck apart. We used to hang clothes on there, but that's obviously a very limited solution, so I came up with these. I plan on selling this in campus. The good thing about 3D printed products is that you never really have to worry about what do you call that, supply, or not. You never have to worry about demand, because you can just make as many or as little as the demand. So you have that flexibility at all times. Anyway, so this is the current design. Some little fixes that I'd like to do, or some little fixes that I'd like to perform here, is make this clip a bit more pronounced. So it's gonna come out this way a bit more. And then the other one is just, I would say, just add another clip, or actually, no, this clip's fine. I would say just cut this part out. So if you see on that side, that clip doesn't have this kind of bottom part, and it still works, really fine, I think. So if I test it out and it doesn't have any additional problems, then I think I'll save some filament by removing this bottom part on the front. But other than that, everything else looks great. It works great. Oh, one other change. I'd like to use nylon lines. I want to use nylon lines because I'm worried after a couple days the tension on these rubber bands will, let's say, be reduced exponentially. So, and I've experienced this multiple times when I was making the hurdle initially with these rubber band lines, and they are not exactly the best at retaining tension, so I'm kind of worried about that. But then again, I'm hopeful because the current tension that I put on these things, it's nowhere near, as much as I put them under during the hurdle. With the hurdle, it was like, I don't know, it was something like 6 kilograms minimum. This is like, I'll actually have to check, but I don't think it's gonna go over 3 to 4 kilograms. Anyway, that's about it. Part 1. I will film part 2 when there's actually a product and when I start selling them. Bye bye.